Hey, leaders. This is Nikki Sanders with Nikki Sanders Leadership Consulting. Thanks for joining me here on the More Than Social Work with Nikki Sanders YouTube channel. So today, I want to make this video specifically for those of you who think you aren't ready for leadership. If you think you aren't ready for leadership, this video is for you. And I have 3 reasons that you are ready for leadership and 3 ways that I want you to move forward and take that next step so you can move into your first leadership position. So let me start off by saying that I am a leadership strategist. I work personally with women of color in leadership in the human services industries, but also in the for-profit industry. I have a special passion for new leaders, those who are in their first leadership position or who have been in leadership for less than 3 to 5 years, and also in creating new leaders as a college professor. So I want you to know that you can be a great leader. So here is my leadership principle. So I've been sharing leadership principles. So if you think you are not ready for leadership, you are ready for leadership, because leadership is earned, not demanded, and you have definitely earned it. I am sure that you have earned it. And when I say you have earned it, I mean your lived experiences are what have made you ready for leadership. So we have a tendency, especially as women of color, but we often have a tendency to downplay our accomplishments or achievements. We think that we haven't done the thing that everyone else has done, and because we haven't done this great big thing, we think we aren't prepared or ready, or we haven't earned the right or the opportunity. But you have. So the first thing I want you to think about is, what are all the things that you have done? Have you been leading at school? Are you leading in your home? Have you been leading in your faith-based institution? Are you leading in a community organization or volunteer opportunity? Do you just have natural leadership skills and you are the person who always speaks up, who always helps, who always gets things going and organized, no matter what situation that you are in? Lived experience, that is number 1. Your lived experience qualifies you to be a leader. So leadership does not mean I have a certain degree. It does not mean I had a certain number of years of experience. It doesn't mean that I never feel self-doubt or feel self-conscious or have a imposter syndrome, because a lot of times we do struggle with imposter syndrome, but you usually don't need to, because you're pretty awesome. And again, you've been downplaying your accomplishments and your achievements. So the first thing is, your lived experience is leadership training. Take a moment, look at your resume, look at your cover letter, go through your portfolio, talk to your family and friends, look at your performance evaluation, talk to your supervisor or your former supervisor. Are you the person that takes the lead in the group project? All of those things are building your leadership skills, and they count towards your leadership experience. You just need to be able to compile them and put them together in a way that it shows that you are a leader and that you have been leading. If you are looking to be promoted in the job that you're in, I'm sure that you have helped out some colleagues, you've given some suggestions for improving processes, you've taken on some work that was outside of your job description, you've stayed at work a little bit longer. All of those things show dependability, responsibility, leadership skills. So 1, your lived experience tells me that you are ready for leadership, because remember, leadership is earned, not demanded. Number 2, be a lifelong learner. You don't have to have all of the answers. Good leaders admit when they don't know something and they're willing to go find out. So growth, learning new things, accepting challenges, be willing to learn, be willing to be a student, be willing to start over, say that I don't know something. And again, leadership is going to be a transition, but you have done these other things. You've done hard things before, you've done new things before, and you can do those new things again when it comes to leadership. So be willing to learn and grow. You don't have to have all of the answers before you become a leader. You just have to be willing to be a lifelong learner. Why? Because leadership is earned, not demanded. And people will respect you when you are sincere and genuine and honest about how you can help them, what you know, what support and resources you have or need. So become a lifelong learner and know that you don't have to have all of the answers. The third way that I'm sure that you are ready to be a leader is to just go ahead and take action, right? You get better with action. So that means take the next step. Even if you're nervous, apply for that new job, apply for that position. Let your supervisor know that you're interested in a promotion or a stretch project or taking on more responsibilities. Whatever the next action is, take the next action, even if you are nervous. That doesn't mean that the first job you apply to, you're going to get. That doesn't mean that your supervisor is going to say, yes, come on in, I have this job waiting for you. But oftentimes, as a supervisor, I know sometimes we're waiting on you to recognize your own strengths and see in yourself what we see in you. So again, take the next step. Whatever that next step is, take the next step. Take action. When you take action, your confidence grows. When you take action, your credibility grows. So in my strategic career management framework, my strategy, right? My formula is the right word. The formula is confidence plus competence equals credibility. So you have the credibility that you need to go into leadership when you are confident enough to take action, when you are confident enough to advocate and speak up for yourself. And the competence, right? You can back up all the things that you've said because you've been doing this all along. So pair together your confidence and your competence, or your skills, your experiences, your education, and then you have the credibility that you need to move into your first leadership role. You are ready for leadership if you have been leading in other areas of your life. So remember, leadership is earned, not demanded. So when you see toxic leaders and they're yelling and screaming and beating their chest and telling you about their job title, it doesn't matter if you have the title if no one is following you. Are you really a leader if no one is following you? And there is a difference between being a leader and being a manager. So you may have the title of manager, you may even have leadership in your job title, but if no one is following, if you are not truly leading, are you really a leader? Good leaders understand that there are people that they are influencing and that they are making an impact on. So again, leadership is earned, not demanded. So if people are coming to you for support, people need your help, they're asking for your expertise, you're already making an impact. You already have the influence. You just need to be confident enough in yourself to know that you have what it takes to be a great leader. So I'm going to recap those three things again. One, your lived experience is leadership training. You've been doing this. Stop downplaying it all. Your lived experience is leadership training. Two, be a lifelong learner. You don't have to have all of the answers. Be willing to learn and grow. Be willing to learn and grow, and admit that you don't know something. So your lived experience is leadership training. You don't have to have all the answers, and you're going to take action. So we've gone inward, we've reflected on our experiences, we've taken a look at all of the things that we know. We have reached out to important people and got their feedback on our leadership skills and qualities. And then you just have to do something. Take the next step. Take action. You build confidence with action. So apply for that job, apply for that promotion. Let your boss know that you want to take on a stretch project or you want to learn a new thing. Apply for the leadership or volunteer for a leadership position in your school, in your church, in a community organization. Be a coach, be a mentor, right? All of those things are leadership roles. And so remember this: you lead people and you manage things. You lead people and you manage things, because leadership is earned, not demanded. I would love to hear from you what you feel like some of your leadership qualities are, right? Feel free to put it in the comment section. What are your top 3 leadership qualities? What are the top 3 reasons that you now understand and know that you are ready to be a leader? So go on out there, take that action. This is Nikki Sanders with Nikki Sanders Leadership Consulting. You can find me here on the More Than Social Work with Nikki Sanders YouTube channel. I will be back for another video in this leadership philosophy playlist. See you next time. Bye.